Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Unending Quandary, and this is Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers. This is, if you ever played the game Balatro that came out recently, in that game you're using poker hands in order to try to beat enemies and continue in this like rogue-like adventure. This is very similar, but it's blackjack. So this has been an early access demo for a while now. It recently got a publisher picked up and a total makeover. This used to look a lot less interesting. Now it looks very nice, and we're going to give it a shot. My goal is very simple. It's going to be to try to pick the hardest deck. Well, there's another one that could technically be harder, but it's a little too chaotic. We're going to pick the hardest deck, and we're going to try to get to both available endings in this demo. So let's customize ourselves. I'm just going to hit the mouse a random amount of times, and alright, let's go with that. We're a ginger. So here's how this is, here's how I know this is the hardest one. So this one is hearts, it heals you. Says it's easiest. Clubs will deal extra damage when you get blackjack on them. Spades will grant you shields. Diamonds will grant you chips to buy better cards and possibly heal yourself in between battles. But I'm going to pick nothings. These don't give you a suit. These do not help you out if you get a blackjack playing these. They are purely just cards without a suit. And they don't help with effects either. This is the one that could technically be more, hard because it gives you some glitched cards that can beat any card in the entire game when you play them. But I think I'm going to pick this one. That one's a little too chaotic. You approach the old tavern. It reeks of ale and addiction. You're going to have to master the strange version of blackjack they play here. Alright, bring it on. Welcome back. How about a drink or a round of cards? Alright. Got a jack. Should probably... See, these are the parts where it gets a little bit rough here. Because the thing is, I don't want to take any damage. As you see, damage is equal to the score difference. So, for instance, if I were to stand right now, and he stands, then he's going to do 1 damage to me. It's the difference between the two. So this is a little tough, because it's like, I could play another one and beat him, but it's also really early. Okay, yeah. See, he busted, and he only has 5 HP. So the smarter move, which I took, was just to assume that since he stands on 17, and he wasn't 17, that he was going to bust. You beat me. Pick a card as your reward. Draw on the house after every game of cards. Okay, so this is where we start building our deck. And the way this works is you've got 3 cards you can choose from, but there's also a 4th card that you can pay chips to reveal, and it's usually a special card. Not like one of these types of cards, which tend to be just weird suit things. So we have half a spades, set value to 0. So when we stand, this card will round up. Okay. Same thing with this, but it's hearts. Queen of the Stone Age. Whenever you play a card worth 3 or 7, deal 3 damage. You know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to pay to see what this is. Oh, it's a credit card. Handy. Okay, so handy means that it'll be in your hand here. And in a second here, you'll find out how you get advantage, which is the ability here, which lets you play these cards that you have handy. So, on discard, create and play a -11 of diamonds. So basically, this creates a diamonds that gives you -11 on your score. I'm going to go with the credit card. That could be useful. It could be useful to have a handy -11. Could bail me out of a few things. If you're going to meet the manager, could you please put in a good word for me? I'll give you one of these chips to help you. Okay. Choose a unique chip to take with you. During encounters, the effect of the chosen chip is always available. Let's see. We've got Chipotle Pepper. So, when we click it, we take 4 damage, but we gain 1 advantage. Or the blue chip. Start each encounter with 1 advantage, and on winning a round, gain 1 advantage. I'm going to go with blue chip, because since we don't have any way to regain our health during battles unless we pull a lot of heart cards, dealing damage to ourselves is extremely risky. So we're going to go with blue chip, because not only does that guarantee us an advantage at the start of a round, so we can totally bail ourselves out from the beginning, but it also means that we don't have to deal our damage to ourselves, so we're going with that one. A gambler stumbles into you, eyes red from exhaustion. Do you have the time? They mumble. 8, you reply. On which day? They don't know what day it is. I'm gonna go with the drunk. Let's go with this guy. I picked my poison. I've had a few, but I'm always up for a game. All right. See, so we got our advantage. Let's see what we can do here. Tied on 6. Ooh, it's gonna be. Oh, nice. All right. We only did 1 damage on that, but once again with this 19, this is going really well so far. We've got ourselves 3 advantage. So here's what we got now. Now we have the credit card handy, and we can use an advantage if we want to add a negative 11. So what this means is that I can get a little more aggressive if I want to, because if I bust and go over 21, I can just get a negative 11, drop myself down 11 points, and ooh, never mind. Oh, come on, this son of a gun canceled out my blackjack. Oh, he increased my max to 22. Okay. Well. Oh, it gives me a negative 11 on I forgot. It's on discard. Never mind. Never mind. I'm stupid. It lets you start the next round with. We're off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen. Already misreading cards like a Yu-Gi-Oh player. This is. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh players don't even read cards, so I guess I've still got them beat on that. This is going exceedingly badly. I'm getting too greedy. The problem is my instinct is to hit on anything that's like below a 17, but it's just not, like, there's no way for me to get my health back, so I've got to be more cautious than. See, should have just taken the. Wait, why didn't I just take the points? This guy is. I also forgot to read. He stands on 13. So we're just off to a brilliant start here. He stands on 13, so if he goes even anything above 13, then he's just gonna auto stand. So okay, well now he's only got 1 HP, so let's make it easy too. I forgot he lowered my limit to 20. So normally that would have been a blackjack. Did I lose already? Okay, that was interesting. Kind of showed my ass, so to speak. There, completely didn't read the cards correctly, and forgot to check what he was standing on and everything. So this is going to be a little bit. This is going to be rough. We're going to see if we're. God, I'm determined to beat this though, twice no less. 12 of spades. On a winning blackjack, spades will grant you a shield. Okay, well, 12 is really big, so probably don't want to go for it. Killer Queen. On play, choose one of your opponent's played cards and burn it. Then add 2 value to this card. So basically, this thing is a 12, but I can burn my opponent's card, which removes it from play for the encounter. Which could be useful because I can either burn one of their like special cards that they play and currently have out, or I could burn something that lowers their score enough for me to get over them. So. Expulsion. Deal and take 2 times more damage. That's terrifying. I'm gonna see what the chip gives us. You know what? That could be useful. Wait, is that worth 25? Oh, yuck. Never mind. It's gonna give you a score of 25. I'll just bust out immediately. It's unfortunate that the townsfolk call these gamblers degenerates when the truth is that they're the real victims. That's right. If you have a gambling problem, call that gambling hotline thing, or whatever it is. Oh, I don't have enough for the fancy room. Okay, I can heal 8, but a random card is stolen from my deck. Oh, they took my 4. The tavern preys on the natural impulses of the gamblers, feeding their crippling addiction and converting it to profit. Am I one of these guys? I don't have a crippling gambling addiction, right? I'm just taking advantage of them, obviously. Toss a chip to your dealer. Okay, match me on 9s, 19. Yeah, try to get over that, buddy. We almost got him done already, so we can play this a little safe. What the heck? It's Gerald from Riveria. Rivera. Nice. Legally distinct from any other character you might know. He's a warlocker. He's He's not a... I know you're thinking, no, he's a Warlocker. On play, choose one of your opponent's played cards and burn it. Okay, so he just burned my... Oh, so now I can burn one of his cards. You know what, buddy? You know what? Sorry, Warlocker, but, you're gone, Gerald. Oh, for this... Bested. At least that removes it from his deck for the, what is this? Discard. On play, choose a card currently in play and quick discard it. That son of a gun. This is the second time he's cheated me out of my... Okay. He's only got 2 HP, so I gotta play things a little safe. Alright. That turned out well in the end. Will our hero prevail? You better believe it. I've only lost 20. I've only lost a fourth of my HP. I'll be fine. What do we got? 4 spades. I can get back the 4 they stole. Because I had to burn it when I took the cheap room so I can get that back. Master of 1. On hit, create and play a 1 of a random suit. So this is actually I guess this is actually a jack, basically, because it should give you 11, because it gives you 10 and then gives you the 1. A queen of diamonds is a classic. I like flipping the final one, seeing what we got. Suit yourself. Choose a card in your draw pile. Then choose a suit to change it into for the rest of this encounter. I might do this one because we don't have any suits, so it might be advantageous at some point to be able to change our nothings into a different suit. When cards are burned, they are removed from play for the rest of the encounter. I know that much. Let's go have a drink. What do we got? It's on the house. Remove a card and take 5 damage. Play 40 chips to remove a card, add a loyalty card to your deck, and take 10 damage. Or pay... I almost have enough for the house special. Well... I don't want to take that much damage. Loyalty card is nice to have, though. We're going to take it. So the loyalty card, it gives you an instant blackjack every 10th time the card's played. So it's not worth anything, but when you get it on your 21st, it'll immediately hit a blackjack. So it's really nice because you can just get a blackjack out of nowhere at some point. Oh, I gotta remove a card. So I think the smartest thing to do, since blackjack is a game of inches, if you know, because you'd rather have a too low a number and have to hit again and get another low number than to have a really high one and bust. So I think I'm going to get rid of the king because he's really high and he could bust me at like so many different points. This place is host to all sorts of visitors, but it seems like there are more people entering than are actually here. Where are they all? That is a great question. I have no idea. Never really asked myself that. Okay, we can... I'm not going to shop just yet, because... No, we're going to go with a fight. Because we could shop, but the problem is we don't have many chips. Blackjack isn't my usual game, but it's quiet here tonight, so let's play. Alright. Got our little advantage. Let's go. Starting out with a credit card. We don't have anything in our... Wait. Oh, I guess we can... I see. We can press it in order to use it. And it was... Okay. Lovely. Okay. Got over her by 1. That is safe enough to stand on. Once again, game of inches here. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm on blackjacks. I'm just going to stand and hope they don't have a bad card effect. Nice. 13. See, because sometimes with... What is this? Ace up your sleeve. On play, create an ace of a random suit, then put it into your hand. Okay. So she can just play aces anytime she wants to. Lovely. Okay. Oh, it's blackjack. See, this is the stuff where I'm just going to have to take... I think I'm just going to have to tank the hit. Oh my god, it gave her 11 shielding too, so we're really going to have to beat on her to get her out of here. See, this is the tough. These are the tough plays where I feel like I need to like. I'm just gonna have to tank certain hits because I can't afford to lose much at all. Okay, well that kind of gives us a buffer, thankfully. Gonna burn your 8. Stand on 19 and okay. We still haven't even gotten through that shield. Alright, that's the shield gone. She's really dragging this one out. Ooh, just barely. Ooh, another black. Oh, sometimes... Okay. I can't even be mad because I was saying, man, sometimes the NPC really screws you, but I forget she has that ace in the hole, or ace up her sleeve, so she can just push in an ace anytime she needs to. Which an ace is worth an 11 or a 1 depending on what you need, which makes it really versatile. So you want aces if you can get them. See, this is the part that really like. I think I'd rather take 4 damage here than risk busting, especially since I have shielding. Okay, there goes one of your... I forgot it adds 2. That was really unfortunate. Okay, we can still win this. Unfortunately, that was a nothing's blackjack, so we didn't get anything from it. This is going exceedingly poorly right now. We are just getting beat up. Like, we're getting blackjacks. I get a little greedy on that. Something tells me we're not making it out of here alive. Gonna have to take the 1. I gotta go for it. No! And that is it. The house always wins. Better luck next time. Okay, this was not a great deck, to be fair. The credit card, I just couldn't really... The credit card is great if you want to make sure that you have your... So the credit card, I think, is really good if you have a lot of special cards with effects that you want to play. So you can get through more cards because you can lower your... you can lower your number to a negative 11 from the start, so you can hit a lot more, so you can get a lot more of your special cards out on the field. I thought originally that this card was give you a negative 11 card of diamonds immediately, but it's on discard, so you don't get it until afterwards, and it's immediately played. But I didn't have enough special cards to want to dig through to find, and Suit Yourself is probably good for certain instances. I should have used this more, honestly, now that I think about it, because if I got blackjack on any of these cards, I would have gotten some kind of buff from them, as opposed to just nothing when I got blackjack. And I wasn't using my advantage for anything anyways, so I should have just kept using this, picking my most valuable cards to change to hearts probably, and then just trying to get blackjack on them and healing myself. Well, live and learn. All right, back to this screen. Something tells me we're going to see it a lot more. Okay, let's approach the old tavern that reeks of alcohol. All right, bartender. Lucky. Okay, that's an auto win. He's only got 5 HP. All right, let's pick a card. We got a magic trick card. Choose to change this card to either a Queen of Diamonds or a 7 of Spades. That's pretty useful. Queen of Wonderland. Choose another card currently in play and have its value for the rest of this encounter. That could be useful. But it forces you to do it. So. Credit card Knife. Choose 5 chips, or lose 5 chips, deal 5 damage. Increase the chip cost of this card by 5 for the rest of the encounter. So this thing can just do auto 5 damage for 5 for chips. You know what? I'm going to go with the magic trick card this time, since that just has obvious utility, and save my chips. So let's see what we got this time. Chip on your shoulder. If you already have a score of at least 12, then you'll gain 1 advantage if you hit. Okay. Can only be used once per round. So basically every round I can gain an advantage by hitting even if I'm at least at 12. Alright, that's a little risky. Big blind. When you play a card that has a value of at least 11, gain 1 advantage. I'm going to go with chip on your shoulder in this case just because I feel like the chances of having to hit on like a 13 or a 14 or a 12 is more likely than me having a bunch of really big cards in hand. We'll see. Could be a bad idea. Let's go with the gambler this time. Do you want to play? I'll put 50. Ooh, 50 chips. Nice. Alright, we're going to stand here. Alright, buddy. Show me what you got. I'm going to stand. I'm going to stand. Take the 2 HPs. Just going to have to take the 2 on that. Gonna go. Nice. Almost got him out of there. That's exactly what we needed. I'd better win next time. I owe the manager big after last night. Yeah, gave us a good amount of chips too. That should help. Oh my gosh, it's a charred lizard. Once again, legally distinct. This is not what you think it is. Even though it looks a lot like it, that's not what it is. So we got a 4, a 7, a charred lizard. On play, choose to keep in play or sell to opponent's discard pile for 10 chips. Okay. So basically this is a 10 that we can choose to... I like this card because I can either have it played as a 10, but if I bust off of this card, I can... No, it's only on play. Okay. So I can do that if I bust off of it, but I can't, like, remove it, retroactively. What do we got? I'll pay a little bit for this. Jumping Jack. On hit or exploit, move to opponents. Oh, I like that one. Let's go with that one. It's unfortunate the townfolk call these gamblers degenerates. I agree. Let's go with the drunk. Stands on 13, so it should be pretty easy to get past him. Nice. Only did 2, though. Nice. That's an easy win. Show what we're working with. You know what's funny? I could... Okay, well, this jack is worth a 10. But I was gonna say with another jack worth 11, it would have made possibly more sense to pick the big blind because we've got so many big cards we could just go through with. Okay, so we can pay an advantage to deal 5 damage automatically and then burn it. So that's another jack we can remove at any time. Let's go with discard. Kind of like this. When we play it, we can just get rid of a card. That could hurt us, though, because if we are the only one with, like, cards in play, Counterfeiter would probably let me copy a card, I'd imagine. I don't really know if I want to... But I don't really want to heal, either. I guess I'll go to the Counterfeiter, even if it's just to skip it. Can increase or decrease the value of one of my cards. Is there one I want to decrease the value of? So all face cards are worth 10 in this game. Did not know that. Okay. Well... Ace is worth 11. I don't really see the point in doing this. Maybe there is one, but I feel like we'd be better off just waiting for a card store or something. Alright. Oh, this is going to be discard versus discard. Alright, I'm going to take the hit. Rather take the 1 HP than risk too much. You know, I'm going to go 7 so I can try to get over this guy. Ooh, never mind. Got lucky. Got over Gerald. nice. Didn't do that much, unfortunately. That is perfect. Okay, we're doing way better this time. We're doing way better. Once again, this isn't what you think it is. This is definitely not that one super expensive card from that from Magic the Gathering. 7 of Hearts, King of Kings. On play, burn all currently played kings. Then take 1 damage and gain 10 chips for each king burn. So this guy can just tear apart kings. Dark Flower. When I spend an advantage, basically, choose a suit and create. Choose a suit and create, which is put in play a card that lasts for this encounter only. Then play 3 halves of that suit. Then discard this card. These halves burn on discard. I've got a lot of chips, so let's see what this one is. 4 mana 7/7. If you can hit at the start of your turn, create and play a 4 of clubs, then create a 7 of clubs and play it to the opponent's side. This is so weird. So, okay, so let's see. So when you hit it, you create and play a 4 of clubs and throw a 7 into your opponent's side. This is really weird. So we can either give ourselves a bunch of halves, or we can... Let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. That might be able to bust our opponent if we play it right. Squire or Janitor? Let's go with Janitor. Who, me? Well, I guess my break is about to start. Okay, so I can move that. Oh, wait. That was a risky thing to do, but... Oh, okay, shoot. So when I hit, this thing jumps. Oh, that's hilarious. So when it does the same effect for him, too. So he can exploit this at any time as well. So this thing will just keep hopping back and forth. That is hilarious. That is never mind. That's a terrifying card. There's like no way to remove this. I guess you can okay, so you can exploit this though at any time in order to get the card back. But if your opponent wants to, that is a weird card. I really like that one's effect. That's funny. See, but he can just stand and just not give it back, which is hilarious. I'm gonna go 12 so I can try to get over it. There we go. Gave me the shield too, so this should be a pretty safe. Okay, he's gonna keep it. Ah, got too cute. Got too cute. Okay. There we go, baby. That's the jumping jack. That was a good distraction. I better get back to work. All right, we did that right. That was perfect. An ace, that would be pretty helpful, especially it's a that might be the pick. That might be a pick. Club of 4s. On hit, if you already have a score of at least 17. I'm going to go with the ace of hearts. That's a really good card. It's an 11 or a 1 depending on how many cards you currently have, like how much your amount is. And it's hearts, which means if we get blackjack on it, it'd be really good. I want revenge on poker player, but I'm going to save her. I can take you. All right, bring it on. What the heck? Cardiovascular exercise. On play, take 2 damage and gain 5 shield. Oh, boy. Oh, come on. Really? It should be safe to hit on 14, you'd imagine. Gonna go to 7. I was hoping he'd bust. That ace would have been really good for getting some health back. This is the second time I've hit on 14 and gotten burned. That is terrifying. Ah, he's just gonna keep it for himself. Gotta eat the 3 here. Okay. Ties us up. Oh, I can discard something from him. That's not gonna help. This is tough. Do I want to force my opponent to have to hit more, or do I want to... let's get rid of the 4. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Can't get... I sat there for a second. I went, we could get some more damage on this. It's only a 15, but we gotta... Let's go with that. I was thinking about it. I thought about it, but you gotta... I should be safe. I should be safer. Fortune favors the bold, but not the stupid. Oh, finally hitting on 14 doesn't bust me, and the dude matches it. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay, that didn't do much for me, but hey. Hitting on 14, just never gonna do what I want it to do, apparently. I swear to God, sometimes I'm convinced this AI just like reads what you've got and then just decides to match you for difficulty's sake. I doubt that's what's going on under the hood, but man, sometimes. Absolutely not, buddy. You're cooked. Do I hit on 14 and get this guy out of here, or do I risk busting? I'm gonna play it safe. But he gets to survive. I better get him out of here quick. There we go, baby. There we go. Heck yeah. See my knight? Well, that was not easy, and that hurt us like nobody's business, but at least we got it done. Jackpat. On stand, create 3 random jacks, then put them in your draw pile, and on discard, burn. So we can just put we can make a bunch of jacks of random kinds. Scratch card. On play, choose to reveal 1, 2, or 3 random numbers from 1 to 9. Add the total of the revealed numbers to this card's value and gain that many chips. Okay. A 2. Spades. A pie of spades. Set value to 3, and on stand it rounds up. +1 value if this does not bust. This is a toughie. I'm gonna go a pie of spades. It's gonna help me go busting. Finally, you found the manager. Time for some answers. Alright, let's see if we can get the manager out of here. Hello again. I hope everyone's looking after you tonight. Sure, I've got time for a game. He's back for revenge. 20, that's good to stand on. That is... What did he just do? Business card. On play, choose one of your opponent's played cards to swap this card with. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it serves you right, buddy. You weren't expecting my mana. I'll teach you. Oh, and he's got an ace up his sleeve. Ooh. Yeah, that wasn't smart on my part. I forgot how little HP I had. I'm just going to discard the business card. Doesn't do anything. I was going to say, if I busted on a 10, I was going to... Who's in charge? I've never met them, but I know they're on another floor. Here, you can borrow my elevator key card. Alright, we don't have much HP, so this run might not be long for this world, but we'll see. Report card. On play, gain 5 shield. If you have at least 11 shield, create an ace of spades, then put it in your hand. If you have at least 21 shield, make it a foil. Okay, wait, I gotta reread that. On play, gain 5 shield. If you have at least 11, you can create an ace of spades and put it into your hand. If you have at least 21, make it a foil. I like this because this gives you shield. I'm going with it. We're going to need that for planning on surviving at all. Before you can leave, the local fortune teller grabs you by the arm. You could be important one day. Let's find out. All right. Ready to have your fortune told? Flip the cards down. Cover your fortune. Danger. Enemies unknown. Deception. This is going to be, what is that? 18, the moon. On play, lock. Opponents played cards are shrouded, and you deal 3 times damage. You can remove the shroud for this round on advantage, or using advantage. Exploit it. Secrets, mystery, the future yet unrevealed. 11, the High Priestess. On play, Foresight 9. You can view a certain number of cards from your draw pile in the order they'll be arriving. That's really good. Corruption, Destruction, the End. 13, Death. On play, choose a card from one of 3 currently in your deck to shred. That is terrible. That's just, okay. Well, that could be good for getting rid of a card for free, but it removes it permanently. And if I played that thing over and over again, it would just shred my entire deck, so I can't do that. I think we're going with the High Priestess. Being able to see what I'm going to draw would be pretty helpful. So this is what I meant by there being 2 paths. My goal, ideally, is to try to beat both of these 2 paths with this deck. I'm really determined to do it. If I can't, I'm gonna be sad. You know what's really weird? We didn't get any shops or anything, so I just got a bunch of chips I haven't used. So that's a waste. Lose Lounge. You arrive at an inviting lounge and brace yourself as you step in, clutching your hastily assembled blackjack deck. I'll beat you without even looking. We got the luck pusher. He's gonna push his luck. Okay, they stand on 18, which means they're gonna hit. What is this? The Fool. Swap cards. Swap play and discard. What? Well, that could be dangerous. Good thing it was the first card, because it could have just stolen our deck. Okay, you're gonna have to take the 1 here. Can't play safe here. Because I can't afford to just take little, like, bits of damage unless I get a lot of report cards. So I can eat the 2. What is a grave card? Set value to a random value from 6 to 10. On exploit, set value to a random value from 1 to 5. We're going to... We're going to make them have to hit again. There we go. I knew he stands on 18, so if he dropped it below 18, he'd definitely would have to hit again. So I'm guessing in order means from left to right. So we're going to get a 9 and a queen. We should have a blackjack, technically, if this is the order I'm thinking of. A 19 and then a 2? Okay, we'll see if that's right. There we go. That's the beauty of foresight, baby. Okay, I should discard one of my own cards because I want to... Oh, for God's sakes! Oh, for the love of God. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God. Oh, come on. Come on. That is just... What caused that? Was that the... That wasn't the Fool, was it? What? I guess that was the Fool. Oh, play and discard piles with opponents. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's terrible. I got too greedy. Oh, my God. What? I swear, this game is the most humbling thing you'll ever play. Every time you I was like, oh, I'm only on 10. I can totally hit again. Nope. You thought. Just ridiculous. Beautiful. We are hanging on by a thread right now. I cannot believe we survived that encounter. That was insane. Once again, I pushed my luck too far. Yeah, I did too. So we're both fair. I don't know. Maybe I think I'm the luck pusher. I think we were both luck pushers in that game, so I think that was pretty evenly matched. Hall pass. Okay, so this one gives us foresight 3, so we can see the next 3 cards. We saw how useful that was, because that foresight 9, I only really needed, you know, the... Now that I think about it, I was stupid. Why didn't I remember all the cards past the... I was so focused on seeing that I had a blackjack available on the next 3 cards, I didn't even think about the fact that I should memorize the other 6. Oh my god. I can just be real airheaded sometimes. Okay, foresight. We got so many chips, might as well flip this guy. Don't care about the credit card. We already have a score of at least 15 king chips. We got more chips than we'll ever know what to deal with. Let's get the hall pass. Let's get some foresight. Let's be like Pegasus and Yu-Gi-Oh! Start reading some decks. Here the guests prefer cocktails to ale, but make no mistake, they're still drinking and gambling away their problems. Wizard or teacher? I feel like the wizard's gonna have like mana cards and stuff that's gonna be really tough to get over, so we're gonna go with the teacher. These are the last of my chips, so I'll use them to teach you a lesson in blackjack. Alright, what's her gimmick? Queen of Spades. That's nothing special. Library card. On play, lock, then choose a card from opponent's draw pile and put it in your own draw pile. Every time that card is discarded, lose 5 chips. No! No, that freaking... She stole my report card. I was banking on that to give myself some shield to be able to, you know, build up some kind of resistance. She snatched my report card. Now I'm screwed. Okay, it's 9, queen, 2. Beautiful. We got that blackjack lineup again. That's delicious right there, but still. I can't believe she stole my... I should have been able to drop that. I should have been able to discard that, I thought. Can't eat that. Gonna have to... Oh, well. Been nice knowing you folks. I really thought that was a promising run. Alright, let's grieve. So this deck wasn't actually too bad, honestly. It just, what it was is, once again, I'm unfamiliar with, like, most of these cards, because I haven't played very much of this at all. I played, like, maybe 1 or 2 rounds before I started up this video. So it's like, looking at this, the mana card was definitely good. That definitely helped us. Report card is incredible. We need to get that again. Priestess I didn't use to its full advantage, but it's very good, as is Hall Pass. Got to get smart if I'm going to be able to win with this, you know, with these nothing cards. And discard, it was kind of useful, but we never really found ourselves in too many situations where it came in handy, except against the luck pusher, where we got to drop them a little bit so they would hit again, even though they were at like 17, because they would stand on that, I think it was 18. And the jumping jack was fun, but extremely like risky, because your opponent can control it just as much as you can, essentially, so they can try to bust you as much as you. And this one is good just for the utility. So our deck wasn't too bad. Our deck was not too bad. But her stealing that report card, that was the nail in the coffin, unfortunately. All right. I think that about does it for this episode. I'm telling you, I'm determined to get this thing to the finish line. I don't care how long it takes. So if you'll stick around and pop back in here now and again and see if I can get past some as you just saw, crazy reversals and make it to the end, please do. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video. I'm kind of a small channel. This is my first time doing like a Let's Play thing. So if you like it and you want to see it again and everything, you know, supporting the channel would be like really cool, really nice. I deeply appreciate it. With that, I'm signing off, and see you in the next episode.